Welcome to another exciting edition of You Name It. How'd you like that one, Devin?
That was pretty good. That was just... Woohoo!
It's so exciting to have this podcast. Everybody looks forward to it every week. We have so many people calling all the time to tell us how great of a time they're having. Right?
America!
That's right. This is the holiday weekend. Independence Day. The 4th of July.
Now,
right?
Independence Day. Did you go see the remake?
I did, and it's not a remake. Who yelled at you for that?
Somebody.
Was that listener, little Anthony Downs?
No, it was somebody on the actual You Name It podcast page.
I don't know.
On the Facebook page.
Somebody. So it's not a remake. It's a sequel. It picks up, what would that be, from 1996? That would be 20 years ago?
Ladies and gentlemen, You Name It podcast presents Jerry's movie review.
My movie review for Independence Day, whatever the tagline is for it. Because it's... There we go again. You're going to have to not do that this show.
Oh, my phone went off again? Fuck.
Yes.
Oh.
Seriously, you cannot do that and have that interrupt us every 5 seconds.
Well, like I said before, Jerry, these people don't know when we're on and when we're not.
You have to take it off vibrate then.
And then it'll just ring.
You put it on silent. You're a technician. You sit in shows all the time and you have to silence your phone.
Yes, it was. It was in vibrate.
And go one more to where it's no vibrate, no nothing.
Well, I have just a little switch on the side of my iPhone that goes right to vibrate.
Stop it.
Hey,
God damn it.
Jerry?
Yes?
Fuck you.
You're wasting all the valuable time of the listeners.
Yep. No, someone texted me about the fireworks, whether they're still on, because they were actually talking about canceling the Royal Oak fireworks and a bunch of the fireworks in Oakland County because it's so dry here.
It's dry in Michigan for all of you out-of-state listeners. Davin lives in Royal Oak, and they're thinking about canceling his favorite night of the year, the Royal Oak fireworks.
Yeah, they do it big on my street.
I made it up, though, that it was your favorite time of the year.
No. I'll get into that later, but let's hear your review of Independence Day.
Independence Day. All right, let's see. I have a couple of problems with the movie, but let's start off with the obvious. It's fun to watch just because it's a big spectacle and the effects are great and all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. It's not a sequel. It picks up 20 years after.
Okay.
The aliens decide to come back. We beat them up 20 years ago, but now they've got some sort of a new plan. They're going to come back.
Okay. They're not giving up.
They're not giving up. I'm not going to blow the whole plot for everybody, but I am going to say a couple things that bothered me.
Okay.
Why do they got to come back on 4th of July every time?
Oh, I know. That's stupid.
It's not explained. There's no reason for it. It's actually taken as some sort of a random kind of event, like, oh, yeah, they finally sent somebody to beat up on us because we killed all their good people. Now we're going to try again. But how would they know to plan it on that day?
You know, they're
so
stupid. They should plan it. It should... Well, if they're going to come back on 4th of July, if it's the first Saturday of the month at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that would make sense.
Why?
Because that's when all the cities test their emergency broadcast system, and people are used to the sirens and shit going off. Perfect time to plan an attack, you know?
Did you have this pre-planned, this idea, or did it just come to you?
No, it just came to me.
That's a stroke of genius like Hitler's mustache.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Fart gulping.
Think about... Oh, okay.
The Stool Saber 2000. Just
say something random.
all kinds of great... It went off again.
It
Jesus.
did, didn't it? How about going to your settings and mute the phone?
Oh...
I don't want to spend the whole goddamn episode talking about your phone.
No, my ex-wife wants to know, do I know the passcode to Kendall's phone? Nope. I don't.
I don't either. So I'm of no help.
Lauren probably knows it.
You know what I'm doing right now, though?
But you're doing a
Turning this-
movie review. That's right.
No, I'm doing that, but I'm also turning down the sound on my phone
So it doesn't happen to you.
so it doesn't vibrate.
Jerry, I have friends. No one calls you because you're
Stupid.
intimidating, Jerry. You're a
All right, let me get through this. Okay, so you got basically the same.
Okay. This is the longest, dumbest movie review ever. Go ahead.
Are you kidding me? What the hell was that noise now?
That was probably a motorcycle going down my street.
Shut the door. So, this is a tough one. So anyway, in the Independence Day movie, you got a kid who's supposed to be Will Smith's son, because he didn't come back to the movie.
Uh-huh.
You got the same old president guy.
Is it really Will Smith's son? Like, when
I don't
they
even
did
know if it's
Karate?
Jaden Smith or not. I have no idea.
Okay.
And it wasn't really all that spectacular because the acting in this was not all that great. Now you got the president guy, and now he has a daughter.
Okay.
And so remember when the president guy in the first movie was flying around in a fighter plane
Yeah.
because they ran out of pilots? Well,
Yep.
that comes back again.
Okay.
And then the daughter turns out to be some sort of a pilot too. So the big thing that bothered me was this big battle scene where they're all out there, and then some guy's calling back to report to the president and the new president that the president disabled the so and so, and his daughter disabled the force field.
Okay.
And I'm like, holy shit, is this stupid? Like, we need the president and his daughter, and then they couldn't say her name. They had to make everybody know it was the president and his daughter. It's just cornball cheesiness, but it's still an Independence Day movie. It still was worth the 2 hours of sitting in your chair watching things explode.
Okay.
So happy Independence Day. The aliens came back again. Go to the movies and find out why.
Oh, Jerry. Thank you for that. I'm gonna rent it.
Yeah. You're gonna steal it offline or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go see it in a movie theater.
Okay, well,
I haven't actually gone to a movie theater in a long time. When was the last time you were at a movie theater? Besides this movie.
I just saw.
Before this one.
Yeah,
No.
good catch.
Before this one. How long? Because you go on the road, don't you?
I used to go on the road sometimes. I'd grab somebody and go. Sometimes I'd go alone. But yeah, I go every few weeks to the movies.
Okay, my
So-
short-term memory is going.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Why did you turn your phone vibrator back on again?
No. No, I just was asking you when the last time you went to a movie was, and then had to backpedal to get around the fact that you just gave us a movie review. And you know what, Jerry?
Fuck you, Jerry.
Fuck you, Jerry.
Yeah. It was a valiant effort, though, trying to reclaim your status as a smart guy.
That's not going to work.
I forgot I was going to add something to all this. Oh, yeah. I want you... I know what you're doing for the 4th of July, or at least I hope you're doing what I suggested, which is nothing.
Yes.
But hanging around your house by yourself and enjoying life. But what I wanted to make sure that you avoided doing this holiday weekend,
Okay.
I don't want you to put any bottle rockets up your asshole and try and fire them off.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Wait.
And
I need
another
a piece
thing,
Of, I need a
don't
piece of paper.
look,
Write
don't-
this
do-
down.
Make a list, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't buy one of those mortars and then light it and then look into it. Don't do that either, because that happens every year. And
Yep.
someone's going to do it this weekend, and we'll turn on the local news. And everybody out there, probably, any state you're in, you'll turn on the local news, and somebody had blown their face off with a mortar, which is sad, but stop doing that, everybody.
Oh, I like the idiots that try to light fireworks with a sparkler.
That happens all the time, but there are dangers to that. Explain, Davin.
Explain the dangers. It sparks. You don't know which one you're lighting. You could light the whole pile up.
I know. I was trying to get at that. We're going to use science. And
And,
we're going to...
and it's actually burning magnesium. That's how they get the heat and the color and everything.
Well, yeah, the spark could fly down to the very end of the wick and light it there, because you're lighting it with a fucking sparkler. But people do it all the time.
Yeah.
That's dangerous too.
Magnesium is what killed Mercedes for a couple years.
Magnesium killed Mercedes.
And I know you don't know this one.
I don't.
It was a horrible Le Mans car crash back in the early 30s.
Okay.
And a Mercedes car hit another car, launched into the crowd, and killed all these people. But the thing was, the car was made out of a different type of metal material that
Magnesium?
had a lot of magnesium in it. Yes. And it burned, and the fire department didn't know how to get it out, so they put water on it, which doesn't work well.
Okay.
So anyway, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's very interesting, magnesium. I get it. Now I forgot where we were at.
We were talking about blowing stuff up.
Yeah, see, the reason why I'm saying this is because I had a little talking to from Larry Wilberding at our office. And I was just asking him some questions. Actually, what he was doing was he was giving Todd these rules.
Okay.
Project manager guy. And it was pretty funny when Larry was doing it. Todd, now don't do this. You can use Roman candles and have a fight with them, but don't actually hit anybody with the flaming part of it. Just pretend.
Okay.
He told a big story about his drunken friend who got mad because he burnt a hole in the back of his shirt with a Roman candle. All that stuff's dangerous. We advise at the You Name It show never to play with fireworks in an unsafe fashion.
Always put your New York Javits Center safety suit on.
And helmet.
And helmet and face shield.
Oh, fancy that. The phone just rang again.
Oh, yep, it did.
Is there no way for you to make that not do it?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it later, Jerry. I'm drinking a beer, doing a podcast. Leave me alone.
Yeah. I'm going to have to add to my show notes. Let me type it in right now, and it'll be like a sticky note that nobody can ever erase. It's called Stop with the Fucking Vibrating Phone.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's not going to stop today, though.
Stop with the phone vibration.
This professional show.
Yes. How many exclamation points do you want me to put on there? Or would you rather have me put on there?
Explanation points.
Right.
Let's rip on Davin today. Okay, go ahead. Bring it on, Jerry.
You've already ripped on me this week because this week I attained my new level, which is a new desk. I finally have a desk. And there was a picture on Facebook of my desk. And then there was a bunch of comments. Davin starts off with calling me a trader, spelled Trader.
Traded wrong. Spelled wrong.
Yeah. Lisa, my wife, says, "Shut up, crybaby." We have a friend, Beth Einson. She chimes in and says, "Do you mean trader?" Spelled correctly, like Bill Christensen's last name. And then Davin says, "Beth Einson, I be stupid. Don't you listen to the podcast? Jerry's the smart pants." And then she laughs, which I'm laughing now because I didn't remember you saying smart pants.
I was going to say smarty pants, but I just cut it off.
Well, I know you were doing it on purpose. She goes, "It's okay. Compared to Jerry, we are all stupid." So now we got two of them beating up on me.
Yes.
I'm
trying to get a group together to
Smarty
protest.
Britches. After the Smarty Britches, Davin says, "Beth Einson, in his arrogant, condescending world, we are all little bits of irrelevance, getting him through his special life." And then Lisa laughs at me. And then Beth gives a, "Really? He's always nice to me. Maybe it's just you," with a winky on there. Which is probably her agreeing with you anyway.
Correct.
So don't start crybabying about me picking on you when you gave me my special life comment.
We're all just little tiny, minuscule pieces in your special life to get you through your life.
Getting me through my special life. Yeah. That's harsh.
I'm just jealous.
Yeah, it's harsh, but not inaccurate.
I'm just jealous because you're in the air-conditioned area now. So
yeah, it is kind of cold up there. If you wear shorts up there, you walk up there in shorts. If you spend any amount of time up there, it gets too cold to wear shorts.
Yep.
Unless you're a real man like everybody else.
See, and now that I have to come up and visit you, I'm talking to a whole bunch of people around you that I normally wouldn't associate with as much.
Right. And that starts to get dangerous.
Yes. Especially
Because-
with LaShonda Raisin.
Shonda Raisin sitting there. Actually, she really likes when you visit. She
No,
likes she likes to like try and pick on people, so she loves that.
Well, I'm going to get rid of her topic today on the show because I want it off of my freaking list.
Her topic. What topic is her topic?
We were going to hold back talking about the Bluetooth tampon until we had a girl on the show.
Bluetooth tampon. What do you mean by that? What is that?
It's the MyFlow. Hang on. Let me bring up my show notes, Jerry, because I've
Okay.
been answering text messages and actually closed out my show notes. So let me find out.
Oh, sure, because of once again the professional quality of this podcast.
Okay, so let me find it. It's been so long ago that I wrote this down. This is one I've wanted to get off my list for a while. It's called the MyFlow Bluetooth tampon.
That sounds lovely.
Now, here's what it does.
Okay.
It tells a girl when her tampon is a certain percentage full.
Right. Now I know why we were going to wait, because LaShonda Raisin was going to guest on the show, and you were going to ask her about that. Because one of the things that you and I don't know as men is, can you tell without it?
Good question. Well, you live in a house full of women, and I've got a daughter
Yeah.
and Kendall.
But that's not something I'm going to run around asking everybody in my house. Hey, can you guys tell when this things get full? They'll
Well,
be like, "Ew, why are you asking me that?"
Well, I did ask my daughter and one of her best friends. I told them about it and asked them if this is something necessary.
Of course you did.
And they said awkward dad conversations that they
I
can
know, really.
talk about at a bonfire. You know what my dad actually asked Emily?
I know. You're going to be a legend. When you die, there'll be stories that'll be passed down through generations about what you've done.
We'll have to put him in a time capsule and bury
Yeah.
it. Bury it
Right.
deep with no map.
So what did we find out? Did we find out that this is actually a necessary product? Wait, does it do anything else before we do that?
Well, here's how it works. You have to use a special tampon that has they said it was going to be between 8 and 12-inch string. Okay? That string connects to a belt pack, which is a little tiny square like the size of a small iPod, not the iPod Touch, but the little mini shuffle.
Oh, comfortable and convenient.
Yeah, so when you're wearing a bathing suit, you clip this thing on and have a string coming out from underneath. Stupid.
Oh, yeah, and you'll always keep it a secret that way with your belt pack on your bathing suit.
Right. And now your tampon is Bluetoothing to the world. So everyone in
Yep.
school can see, hey, there's a Bluetooth hotspot called Jessica's Red Day or something like that. You know,
Oh,
let's log on to Jessica's Red Day.
Oh, my God.
Oh, she's 75% saturated, guys. But you can set text alerts and messages to your phone to warn you when it's time to change your pad.
I'm just still stuck on those high school kids. You know that someone's like hacking in. I hacked into Jessica's tampon, dude.
Dude, check it
How
out.
embarrassing, yeah.
So, yeah, but here's the thing: the tampon replacements are $13 a month
Oh,
for
God.
the special Bluetooth tampon.
How much? Again, things I don't
Well,
know.
you
I
belong
bought
to
'em,
you belong
yeah.
to Costco now.
Well,
can-
I bought them over the years, and I'm not the one who's embarrassed like that. Were you ever embarrassed when you got sent to the store to buy shit like that?
Oh yeah,
I was never embarrassed. I'm like, whatever. Just
my
stop
daughter will add that to my grocery list occasionally. Can you get me these? Okay,
Yeah, I
what
don't
kind? Do they need wings? What's with the wings? You
I
know.
don't know. I don't wear them.
So anyway.
No, I've never been embarrassed, but I don't know. I can't begin to tell you whether or not that's even in the ballpark. Like, does it cost $13 anyway?
Well,
or is that like 5 times the cost of what you would be without it? I don't know.
It's more expensive because it's $13 per month, and they say, I think they were saying like a 4-month supply you can get for like $20. That'll last you 4 months, depending on how heavy your flow is.
Oh boy.
Did you ever thought we'd be talking about?
No, but we are
on
providing a public service by making sure that people are aware that these products exist. If that was on Shark Tank, do you think that they would invest in that?
Oh God, that's a tough one. I know the ones that wouldn't invest.
Yeah.
Who's the rich arrogant guy like you, but not rich?
Like me?
But, Kevin O'Leary would fucking shoot that down in a heartbeat.
Oh, he's rich though.
Yeah. Damon would, what would Damon say? Damon, it wouldn't really be something he's ready to invest in.
Right.
Mark Cuban would get interested. The
And you know Robert, what's his name, would
Herjavec would get interested. If the GoPro guy was on there, he would buy in, I think.
And then you think Barbara or
I think Barbara's past her period time, so she can't relate anymore. And I think Lori's wheels would be spinning, and she'd be on her phone texting people to find out if they could get it sold on QVC.
I think,
or she'd be
right,
texting me during the podcast just to interrupt us.
Yeah, as many people do. I think it would probably be exactly like you say, but it would end up with a whole bunch of no's.
Yeah.
But there would be people considering it, going, "Well, it is an interesting idea." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's a garbage idea.
So Jerry gives
a
thumbs down to the MyFlow Bluetooth tampon.
Yeah. What do you score it as?
I scored as a.
Was that a raspberry noise?
That was a raspberry noise. I give it the 2 raspberry thumbs down.
Okay, good.
However, the Global, I forgot to mention to you that my battery just died, and we compared notes.
Yeah.
Didn't yours just die too?
Yeah, I thought we said this on the show. 3 days apart. No, we looked it up. You got yours 3 days before I did. You started yours up. Your battery started flashing red exactly 3 days before mine did. So it's consistent, and it was 6 weeks, I think.
Yep. Now that's a product I give a thumbs up to.
Did you change the batteries?
Yes, I did.
I have not yet, and it still flashes red and still glows up. And it's been over a week on the red flash. So now we just have to combine the Global, which is a light that goes into your toilet that's motion sensor and turns on when you walk into your bathroom. But it flashes red when the battery's low and then goes to its regular color. If we can combine the red flashing with the Bluetooth tampon, we'd be all set, right?
Oh, we'd be all, yeah. That would make the string even longer and like attach a headlamp to the girl.
I can't believe I said that and you didn't.
I wasn't expecting that, actually.
The Global is great, and it's going to be a nice gift for some people, too, that I know.
Okay. I got to get one for my upstairs.
The price went up.
Of course it did.
It went up by like $7. You know that it's getting popular then.
Well, because we talked about it on the podcast, so therefore...
That's right.
And a week later, it was one of the number one selling things on Amazon.
So maybe we should have called them up and got one of those promo codes. Mention the promo code, name it, and you'll get $3 off your new Global.
Yeah. And then they'll automatically show you the higher prices. So you bring it down to the average cost that everyone else pays anyway.
Yeah. So there, we got 2 products in today without anybody realizing it. I wish they were actual sponsors, then we could have a reason to do that. But they're just products we like to talk about. I had a doctor's visit this week.
Okay, Jerry's drama and traumatic experience with the doctors. And I refuse to let you tell me this because I wanted to hear it on the show for the first time. So I have no idea what Jerry's going to say right now.
There's really not much to this one.
Okay.
I've been planning on moving to a new guy, and what happened after the extortion with the refilling of the prescriptions was that I waited too long and didn't find a new guy. So then I had to go to here we go though. Do you remember when I talked to you about their stupid website web portal?
Yeah.
Where everything that I requested through their web portal that they say they do, they told me they couldn't do, like refill prescriptions and billing information and stuff. None of that you can do, even though they say that. So a few days before the appointment, they sent me a confirmation email. I clicked cancel on it. It took me to the web portal. I clicked cancel again, and then the day before, they gave me a phone call to confirm my appointment.
Oh, God. Lovely.
So anyway, I went, and he was probably shocked because I didn't really engage with the guy at all.
Okay.
They went a little faster. I was still in there for like an hour and a half.
Does he know who you are?
I think so. I think he hates me.
Right, from before. You know he hates you, and you're not just another, little meaningless thing to get through his day, right?
Right, in a special life.
Yep.
But I know he knows who I am in that regard because of his attitude. So he's all super business. He tried to make one joke throughout the whole experience. But what I did was I just shut him down and didn't give him any information. Not like it was a confrontational. It was just be like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "Good." He's
Don't want to give him anything to search on Google.
Right, because he'll prescribe something for me. He's got the fucking fastest prescription trigger finger there is.
Oh, yeah.
You go in there and say, "Oh, yeah, my aunt doesn't feel good," and he'd prescribe me some statin drug or whatever you call it. But, so I just kind of went
through, whatever.
Yes, exactly. I just kind of went through the motions with the guy and got out of there. And then spent 20 minutes in the lobby trying to get a copy of my last bill.
Oh, God.
So there's not much to say. I don't remember anything. Although when they do the blood draw, it was extra painful, and I wondered if he told her to do that to me.
He probably did.
Like, use a bigger needle on this dick.
No, send the new girl in that doesn't know how to do needles. Oh, God.
No, it's the same girl. The first time she did it, she's done it a couple times over the years with a different doctor too, and they have always been to where you can't even really feel it. It feels like she just pinches your arm to run the needle in there. This time it felt like she changed the gauge of the needle to the large one and just jammed it in.
Now you've got the diabetes where you don't have to take the insulin, right? Where you don't have to administer it to yourself.
That's right. I have the diabetes. It does that.
So yours would be considered type 2?
Yeah, but our good friend Bill Christensen, spelled correctly,
yes,
he has type 2 but takes insulin. So there are situations where you would have to take insulin with type 2.
Okay, because I was going to rip on you for being afraid of needles if you had to actually do the needle thing. But then again, I've gone for Thai food with you on Thursdays, and you don't do needle after that. So
right, but I'm not afraid of needles. I don't like to watch the needle go into the arm, but I'm not afraid of getting the shot. I just don't like. Maybe it's because I don't like to know when it's coming. Where I like to turn my head away so I don't know when the pain happens.
Do you get faint?
Because they're getting really good at it. Do what?
Do you get faint at the sight of your own blood?
No, that doesn't bother me either. And I don't know. You probably haven't. When was the last time you got a shot of any kind?
Probably last time I went to the doctor, which was 14, 18, 16 years ago.
Right.
I don't want to go because I don't want to find out anything about me. I don't want to find out all the bad shit that's gone wrong with me.
You don't want to get that look and then the notification that you're just about done.
Yeah, because that's coming. I know it's coming.
But I can tell you this, they've really improved on the shot stuff. I've had to have lots of shots since the Beatus, and they work that out now to where sometimes you don't even feel it at all. But this last time, I think they probably conspired to make me uncomfortable because I'm a dick.
Yeah, last time I went, they gave me, it was for a annual checkup, but it's like not an annual checkup because I go like every 8 years. So
right.
So they're like, "Oh, you're a smoker," and it was to the point where it was so bad when I called to make my appointment. that
Yeah.
my doctor hadn't worked at that practice for 3 years.
Right.
They're like, oh no, he moved to Arizona, and
I keep trying to think of old doctor jokes, but I can't think of any. Damn it.
Yeah, he moved to Arizona. He's probably played some kind of drinking game, but I amused myself. I don't know why. I just
Right.
do.
The last time you went to the doctor, they actually gave you a lollipop when you left.
That was yeah, and a Band-Aid for my boo boo.
Yeah, with Mickey Mouse on it, because Mickey Mouse was current then and new.
Oh, that's
Because I had
true.
to, because I had to really spell that joke out, didn't I? Mm-hmm. God damn it, Jerry, you're off your game.
I'm actually on mine tonight. I don't know why. I'm just like, probably because
Maybe it's the Yingling you're drinking.
it could be the Yingling or the fact that I actually got squeezed a little nap in before the show.
Is it Yingling today or not?
I just had one Stella, and I'm just polishing off my first Yingling of the evening.
Tell me about the Stella. What kind of beer is it? Because I don't remember ever having it.
You've never had Stella?
No.
Oh, well, Yingling is America's oldest brewery, and
Yeah, and it's a lager.
right, and Stella is a lager as well. However,
Yeah.
it's a different flavor, and it's made in Belgium,
Okay.
and it's considered
German lager.
It's Belgium's original since 1366. So they've been doing Stella since 1366. Yingling's been doing their beer since 1829. Davin doesn't go to the doctor and is going to die.
Somebody's going to yell at me, too, because I said it's a German lager, and someone's going to, no, he just said it's Belgium.
Belgian.
Yeah.
Jerry, you're
looking
you're
at-
losing your short-term memory too.
I'm looking at 2 cases of traditional Yingling lager right now that's in my garage. But
Where'd you
one of
get
them's
that from?
from Corey.
Nice. Corey gave
I
me
don't
a
know
case
if I
this
mentioned
week.
it. Thank you, Corey, because I complained and crybabied my way to 2 cases of Yingling because I told him I must be off the list because he likes other people better. At first, I was on the list. Now I'm off.
Yeah, he
That's
didn't
how
want
I
us
sound.
to. He didn't want us to badmouth him on the show again. He's actually this 4th of July weekend. He'll be listening to the show from up north. And Corey, if you're listening, Chad has $20 for the case of Yingling that I took out your tail of your truck. So,
Oh, you gave the money to Chad, and Chad's gone. Corey will never see that cash.
well, I thought Corey and Chad were hanging out together this weekend.
Chad, you have my permission to play a prank, and that prank is called Spend That Money on Yourself and See What Happens.
Nice. I'm getting another beer, Jerry.
I don't want to fuck Corey over, though, because he goes out of his way to get that beer and illegally import it into Michigan.
There we go.
Anyway, thank you, Corey. I drank half of a case by myself the other night, and it was delicious.
Half of a case?
Yeah, it looks to me, if I'm seeing it correctly, it looks to me that there's probably like 10 to 12 beers sitting in there, and Lisa wasn't drinking any of it. She wanted to drink
save it.
Molson. She wanted to drink Molson. She'll have some of these for her birthday weekend on July 2nd.
Okay. Well, there's
So
a
she'll have
difference
some.
between Stella and Yingling right there, Jerry.
What?
You can't drink 12 Stellas.
Why?
Number 8 is your limit. Because I
Is
hit.
the alcohol content higher
that's-
or what?
Yeah, I think so. That's the cutoff point for me. I can't do more than 8.
Well, nobody really should they? Let's be real. We might be giving out the wrong advice here on the show.
Don't drink more than 8 Stellas a night. That's
Right.
That's our advice from the You Name It podcast. But Yinglings, you could drink a dozen, no problem.
Well,
And
if
be
you stay
and be
home-
diabetic.
And be diabetic about it. If you stay home, you're not really going anywhere. All right, hey, was there anything in the news this week we should worry about?
Oh, what happened in the news?
Because I don't know any of that.
There was something on Reddit today, or one of those, that Michigan has actually got voted the number 1 state overall.
By who?
I don't. See, you're bringing it up, and I don't know. I was on a show all day. I was going to look it up, but maybe someone will text me with it.
I wonder if it was like our show when it was voted Best New Podcast.
Could be. Why don't you look it up? Why don't you look it up, Jerry, since I can't work my phone and I'm a stupid idiot.
I'm looking up entertainment news right now to see what happened. Because we don't really get too political.
I know silver prices are up.
Yeah, and nobody really cares about that, except for one listener.
Jim Broderick.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Tom Hanks is playing Sully.
Oh, Tom Hanks. I've got Tom Hanks in the news. Ready for Tom Hanks?
I am.
I wonder if he's going to pee in this movie.
Oh, why? Does he pee in a lot of movies?
He pees in, from what my daughter was saying, and this is coming from her, all of his movies. And I'm like, is that a thing? So I looked it up, and the internet had the top 10 movies Tom Hanks has peed in.
I remember he peed in, what do I remember?
Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah. I remember he peed in that, the astronaut movie.
Castaway.
Castaway sounds, yeah. Right.
The Green Mile.
He peed there.
League of Their Own.
Oh, that's the one I remember, too. There's no crying in baseball. Yeah.
So, yeah, he pees in all his movies, evidently.
That's a good tidbit of information for everybody out there. Tom Hanks is a real pisser.
Well, I think it's to make him look more down to earth and likable and human, unlike some of the other actors that are out there in this world.
Yeah. So they're just showing him that, hey, he's got to pee too.
Yeah, he pees too. And he probably poops. And he's probably not afraid to talk to with his doctor.
He's not afraid to talk to him with what?
He's probably not afraid to talk to his doctor about his poops either.
Who's afraid to talk to their doctor about the poops? Was it me?
The radio commercial you were talking about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
God, Jerry, you're slow today.
A couple weeks ago. That was like a month ago.
Air conditioning has brought you down. Your short-term memory is shot. It's because you don't listen to any of the shows after we record them.
I don't. Hey, Ralphie May saved a choking baby.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, there hasn't really been much entertainment stuff. Anybody die this week that we need to worry about? Somebody did.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Some famous star from the olden days died. The Ghostbusters movie. What have you heard about that?
Isn't all lesbian women in that?
I don't. Lesbian women. I wouldn't know their sexual orientation, but I do know there's a new movie that's being made, and everybody's mad about it.
Isn't Queen Latifah in it?
I don't know. I should have never mentioned it. Now you're just saying shit. Like, isn't Emily Blunt in it? Isn't Kendall Jenner in it?
Isn't Ellen playing one of the ghosts?
Ellen.
It's one of those lesbian movies.
I don't think that's accurate, but I don't know. I don't think I'll go see it. That one doesn't strike me as being any good. What did I see? There was a preview for a movie on the Independence Day thing that I thought was interesting. And HBO is redoing Westworld. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
They're bringing out a series.
Okay.
And that should be good, except for Yul Brynner won't be in it, but that should be good.
Oh, I'm trying to remember West. I haven't seen that in years. I remember I liked it. It was like Logan's Run type.
Yeah, and that Logan's Run is, 30 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
This year? That was a good movie. That's the joke, because now the movie has to die because it's 30.
Yep.
Because in Logan's Run, for those of you who don't know the movie, it all consists of a place where everybody lives in this like indoor city, and you can only live up to 30 before they kill you. They kill off everybody over 30.
But they mask it.
Away.
They mask it by telling them they're winning the lottery and they're going to a planet that's clean of germs and they can run on the beaches and It's this national lottery. So right when they turn 30, they win the lottery and they kill them.
That sounds like that movie with what's his face, that Titanic guy, Leonardo DiCaprio. Wasn't he a movie called The Island, which is the same thing? You get to go to the island.
Oh, it wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio. It was Justin Timberlake, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I'm asking him.
Or one of those guys. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the movie where they have to buy time.
They have to buy time. Boy, are we shitty at this. We're really shitty at this.
It's called like Just in Time or whatever. And it's got Justin Timberlake in it, and everybody has a barcode. And when their time runs out, they die. And that's the new currency.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Whatever that is. Oh, they have a new they're doing another one of those Dan Brown movies with Tom Hanks. I wonder if he pees in that one. You know,
I would,
where he plays Robert whatever his name. Robert something, the archaeologist guy. Not archaeologist, the cryptologist.
Okay. Is it... I wonder if... Because I'm trying to think of You've Got Mail. Did he ever pee in that movie?
I hope he didn't. I don't want any pee in my mail.
See, the bad part is now I would have to watch that stupid fucking movie just to see if Tom Hanks pees.
You're going to have to sit through that whole movie. What was his co-star in that? I can't remember.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, and she is... What the fuck happened to her?
You've got mail.
You've got fucking plastic surgery issues.
I know.
Oh my God, she used to be. I used to have the hots for her, and now it's like, what the fuck happened to your head?
Yeah, she was cute back in the day, and now she's not.
You're better looking than she is.
That's saying something there, Buster.
Mm-hmm.
Lost in Space remake coming to Netflix.
Okay, nice. And aren't they doing another Star Trek movie too?
That's out already.
Is it?
Or this weekend. I saw a trailer on TV last night. Hey, Big Brother is back. People who have listened to the whole 70 million episodes of this show would know that I'm a big Brother fan. So is Ryan, the former co-host.
I'm not, so I guess I'm going to have to become a fan so I have something to talk to Mr. Carpetland about.
Well, you won't. You can't just be... You won't even watch them. They're on 3 times a week. There's no way... You don't watch anything, so you're not watching that.
That's true. I do need to get into some kind of series, because once I hit Texas State Fair, I need something to do. Last year was Breaking Bad, so if anyone has suggestions on series that I should start watching...
How will you be watching them? Like, will you be watching... Do you have Hulu?
Well, I've got Netflix... And I've got my Xfinity Comcast account, so I could watch pretty much any of the movie channels. Xfinity On Demand, all that stuff.
So Netflix watched one called Bloodlines. It's a nice murder drama. It's pretty good. It's about a really screwed up family that has a bunch of issues. And I don't want to blow it for anybody, but Bloodlines is really good.
Okay.
Do you have the channel Showtime?
Yes.
I think it's on Showtime. Outcast.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's about a guy who, I can't really tell now, but he's working with an exorcist. And he can interact with the demons in some way. And that's a good one. And I don't know much because it's only been 3 episodes.
Okay.
But that's good. Do you watch Preacher on AMC?
No.
Watch that. You could probably watch that online if you have AMC.
Our friend Travis, I worked with this week, he mentioned a show, I don't remember what channel it was on, but it's called Trains, it's something to do with trains, but it takes place in like the 1800s.
Trains.
And it's all about when they were building the train lines, and there's all kinds of murders and killing in it. And
I will disagree with Travis on that, and that's called. What the hell is that called? It might even be over by now too. That's an AMC
original.
Yeah, pretty sure it's AMC. Yeah, because we used to watch it. Hell on Wheels, it's called.
Hell on Wheels. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, and it was okay the first season, and then it really dropped off the next 2 seasons. I don't
Smoker's
know.
cough.
Travis is a nice guy, and everybody has their own tastes, so I can't say that he's wrong. But for me, it turned into not so good. Kind of like Wayward Pines. Do you watch that one?
No, I don't watch much TV, Jerry.
So don't watch Wayward Pines. The
Okay.
first season was great. It had that. How come I always think of him from The Bodyguard? Do you remember that old movie, The Bodyguard?
Yes.
Matt Dillon was in it as the bad kid.
Yep.
So Matt Dillon was in this Wayward Pines, and it's about him waking up in this weird little city, not knowing how he got there, and as it turns out, he's like 2,000 years in the future. And it's this little area that is protected from these crazy humanoids that are trying to kill everybody. It's a weird science fiction thing. And it was okay the first season. Now the second season absolutely sucks. And we're just watching it, and Lisa calls it a placeholder. It's just something to watch because we don't have anything else to watch.
Nothing better to do.
That's what we do in our lives because we are married. We watch
Yep.
TV. You, my friend, are unmarried. So
Yes.
you do things and go
Like
out
drink
and go
beer
places.
and
Yeah.
hang out. And
And do and have dates and have dating stuff.
I need to come up with a new dating site. I was thinking about it today. I need to come up with a dating site for like all the beautiful people to go on.
Yeah.
Because everybody, all these other dating sites, they're all fucking nuts.
Yeah, but how are you going to
But-
weasel your way onto that dating site?
No, I'm going to be the creator. I know I'm weird.
Oh, so that's your
I know I'm weird and awkward, right?
that's your
But-
loophole. It's only beautiful people, but you're allowed to be there because you created it.
Exactly. I'm going to call it Intimidate.
Intimidate. That's a good one. Yeah.
See, I was thinking about that, but no, I was going to bring up the Travis. When I worked with Travis, we were working on the AAA of Michigan
Yes.
100-year anniversary.
Congratulations, AAA of Michigan.
Yeah, you made it 100 years of fucking people over with insurance. No, all insurance companies suck. You just have sucked for 100 years. No, they're fine.
I don't know. I feel like I should say pump the brakes, but
No, they're fine. But they left just like your movies. They always leave a teaser,
Okay.
and their teaser at this show was they celebrated the 100th year. They rolled back prices in the cafeteria for all their employees. It was a really nice show. They went through trivia and went through all the different things that were prevalent 100 years ago. What was the price of gas? Who was in, and they did this trivia thing. They gave out tickets, 100 tickets to Greenfield Village so people can go look at history.
yes.
But they revealed a time capsule.
I love time capsules.
But they didn't freaking open it. That's the pisser.
So they just said,
Here's
hey,
our time capsule.
Hey, we have
We're
a
gonna
time
open-
capsule.
Yep, we're going to open in September. Stay tuned. It's like, okay, just like these stupid movies, leaving us hanging.
Yeah, why even mention the time capsule if you're not going to let us see it?
Well, they showed it. It was in a glass box. It was this big
how-
wooden old case that
What-
had a padlock on it.
Was it it's a 100-year-old time capsule?
I think it's only from their 75th anniversary. Some idiot in corporate decided, hey, it's our 75th anniversary. Let's start a time capsule.
And then open it only 25 years later.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna get stuff like the Walkman is gonna be the time capsule.
25 years ago, we didn't even have those. That was only like 1991.
Okay, maybe there'll be a floppy drive that no one can read.
Yeah, that's what they have is a bunch of, whatever, 3.5-inch floppy drives.
And a pager.
Right, and a big giant phone that...
What would you put in your Jerry Taylor time capsule to leave for your great grandchildren?
Well, I would put a bottle of Jack Daniels. Not Gentleman Jack, because I've never tried it, so that would be disingenuous.
But now you belong to Costco, so you can get it there,
Oh, you could buy liquor there, that's right.
along with your air fresheners
Along with the goddamn air fresheners, Lisa.
and your 1 year supply of tampons.
and 1 year supply of Tampa. Why am I repeating everything you're saying?
I don't know.
But yeah, that's funny. Lisa says we have to have a Costco card, and I spring the $55 or whatever it is for the Costco card. We haven't gone yet. So then I told her that Davin has these really nice Febreze car air fresheners that work really well. Not that you need them or anybody does, but it sure makes your car smell like new and not smoky and all that.
Yeah, I smoke in my car all the time.
And I started doing the smoking in my new car too. Like I say, my new car. No, I have
Jerry's new Chevrolet.
No, it's not a special car. It's just that you wouldn't usually smoke in a new car. So I started doing it, and I told her I wanted to get these air fresheners, and she was saying, "Oh, you can get those anywhere. I can get them at the dollar store." And my mind's going, "No, we're not. We're getting them at fucking Costco because I spent $50 for this thing. So I'm getting something at Costco."
Oh, you have to give me a review of Costco, because have you ever been in a big box store lately?
Not lately, but I think I was in Costco not long ago. We've had the membership. We just didn't have it for the last year or two because I realized we weren't using it, so I didn't re-up it.
What are some of the weirdest things you've seen in those stores? There's some strange shit that it's like, why would anyone want this much of that?
A lot of food is weird.
Well, I learned today when I was making my egg salad sandwich for breakfast that Lori bought one of the Costco-sized mayonnaises.
Mayonnaises.
Mayonnaise. How do you pronounce it? Fuck you, Jerry.
Mayonnaise.
So the problem I found with the giant gallon is it was actually down to the bottom. So I think she made pasta salad and needed a lot of mayonnaise this week.
Yeah.
This is the woman who cooks for us at the shop. They cater breakfast and lunch for us 3 times a week.
Very
awesome.
nice.
Blue Water rocks. Anyway, the mayonnaise was down to the very bottom, and I was making my egg salad sandwich, and I only had one of those little plastic knives.
Yeah.
So I got to reach my hand in the damn mayonnaise jar to scrape the bottom out.
Right.
My wrist was covered with mayonnaise.
You should be used to that.
That is the only downfall of those gallon jugs.
You're a single guy. You should be used to that.
They need to make bacon flavored mayonnaise.
You're just gonna gloss right over that.
Yes, I am.
Let me fix that by giving an actual tip that has to do with mayonnaise that I saw on the television this week, and you'll probably like this tip.
Okay.
It says you will not be disappointed if you make a grilled cheese sandwich using mayonnaise instead of butter on the bread.
No, it's good.
You've done it? Because I've never done that.
Same with BLT. Make a BLT with mayonnaise on it. Oh.
So you toast your... Well, BLTs are just made with toast, but this is a
right,
grilled cheese and frying it in a pan.
Add mayonnaise to it. Oh, you need Taylor pork roll to add to that shit.
I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying here, Davin.
I know. You're replacing mayonnaise with butter. I get it, Jerry.
You're frying in mayonnaise. How could that be bad?
It's perfect.
We should try that. You know what else we should try? We should try and get out of this show because we're actually at the long period of time.
Holy shit. We did burn through it, didn't we?
We sure did. But
it's not the first time I've said that tonight.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll revisit the time capsule wishes next week so that you can make a list up for that.
Nice.
You know that won't happen.
There's not going to be a time capsule list. I would put a USB stick with our podcast in our time capsule.
So that nobody could use it.
Yeah, they'd open it up and go, "What is this?" It'd be like us looking at the floppy drive. It'd be the same damn thing.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
no way to get the data off of it.
Exactly.
I know. Let's have Peppy, the unpaid intern, type out the transcriptions of all of the shows and just put all that paper in there.
That would work.
Peppy, that's your assignment.
You go through the last... What episode are we on? 79?
I don't remember.
I think we're on episode 79, Jerry.
You would know. You listen to the show.
I don't have it at my fingertips because someone's going to text me in a minute.
What kind of tips?
My fingertips.
That's right.
You got me to say it. I got myself to say it.
The drinking game is still going on. The you name it drinking game. Yeah, we're
in Arizona.
This is episode 78. Last episode was Taco Bell broke Bill's car.
Okay.
We didn't have a Bill story this week. Did you hear anything from Bill?
Oh, Bill's got an invention, but he probably doesn't want me to talk about it because he thinks it's actually feasible.
Oh, okay, we don't want to blow it all up for him.
But let me put it this way. It involves a fan in your ankle that blows air up to your crotch.
Well, didn't you just explain the... Just now you did that. Okay.
And it's stupid because it looks like the Stadium Pal.
Okay. Does that work in conjunction with coconut oil?
It cools and soothes the bat wings.
Oh, God. I think I got to get out of here on that note.
I think we both do. Enjoy your 4th, Jerry.
Happy 4th of July, Independence Day to all the listeners out there. Remember, Murica. It's a good place to live.
If you're drinking Yuengling, have one for me because I'm going to have a few.
Everybody who lives in a Yuengling state should drink it because it's America's oldest traditional lager, and you can celebrate your independence with it.
And send us a case if you're listening, Yuengling, or 2.
Yes. Send them to P.O. Box. All right, never mind. We don't have one. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Share it. Pop a wheelie, guys.
Bye.